Hello my dear friends, today I want to have a heart-to-heart conversation with you about something that doesn't always get the attention it deserves: staying safe at the airport. Traveling as we get older is different than it was in our younger years. We may walk a little slower, carry more medication with us, or feel a bit uneasy in those noisy, crowded terminals. And I know many of you travel not just for fun, but to see your children, your grandchildren, or to attend important family gatherings. These trips are filled with love and meaning, and the last thing any of us want is for that joy to be spoiled by a thief who sees us as an easy target. In this video, I'm going to share the most common tricks airport thieves use and, more importantly, how you can protect yourself without adding stress to your journey. And I'd like to hear from you. Have you ever had a close call while traveling? Share your story in the comments, because your experience might save someone else from going through the same thing. Point 1. The distraction trap. One of the most common tricks thieves use in airports is what I call the distraction trap. Now, you and I know airports are designed to keep us on our toes. There are announcements over the speakers, long lines that test our patience, children running, luggage rolling, and sometimes even our phone buzzing when we're trying to focus. In the middle of all that, it only takes a second of lost attention for someone to slip their hand where it doesn't belong. Here's the thing: thieves are not random. They don't just grab and hope for the best. They study people, watching carefully to see who looks busy, who's juggling too many things, or who seems a little overwhelmed. And many times, they focus on seniors, thinking our reactions may be slower or that we'll be too polite to cause a scene. That's not a weakness, it's just what they're counting on. Imagine this: you're reaching into your bag to pull out your boarding pass, and in that very moment, someone nearby slips a hand inside. Or maybe you set your coffee down for just a second, glance at your phone, and suddenly your wallet is gone. It can happen that quickly, and often you don't even realize it until much later. The best way to protect yourself is to plan ahead. Keep your essentials, like your passport, wallet, and phone, all in one small, secure place. That way, when you need them, you don't have to dig around or lose focus. And remember, looking up and scanning the people around you now and then is not being paranoid, it's being smart. Point 2. The friendly helper. Another trick that catches many people off guard is what I like to call the friendly helper con. Now, this one can feel especially hard because it plays on one of our best qualities as older adults: our kindness and trust. Many of us were raised to believe that when someone offers help, we should accept it with gratitude. And while that's usually a beautiful value to hold, in airports, it can sometimes be dangerous. Here's how it works: a thief or their partner will approach you with a smile and offer to carry your bag, hold your boarding pass, or even guide you to your gate. It all seems harmless, even sweet. But what's really happening is distraction. While you're politely listening, or maybe feeling relieved that someone is being helpful, their partner may be reaching into your purse, slipping something from your bag, or quietly studying where you keep your valuables. Seniors are often targeted with this trick because thieves assume we'll be too polite to say no, or that we won't want to appear rude. But here's the truth: you don't owe anyone at the airport your trust. Real airport staff wear uniforms, carry identification, and are there to help officially, not randomly. So, the best protection is simple: if you didn't ask for help, don't accept it. Smile if you want, but firmly decline. Your safety is far more important than someone else's feelings. Remember, politeness should never come at the cost of your peace of mind. Point 3. The bag shuffle. Now let's talk about something that happens more often than most travelers realize: the bag shuffle. Airports are crowded places, and it's normal to get bumped or nudged in a busy line. But thieves have turned those little bumps into an opportunity. They'll accidentally brush past you, cause a small jostle, or shift your bag slightly. To you, it feels like normal crowd movement, but to them, it's the perfect moment to reach in, unzip, or even swap bags. Seniors are often targeted here because many of us place our bags in easier positions, like resting them on the floor, hanging them loosely on a chair, or keeping them at our side while we sit. Thieves know exactly how to take advantage of that. And the worst part is that it often goes unnoticed until it's too late. You might not realize your wallet, passport, or medicine is missing until you're already at your gate, or sometimes not until you're on the plane. The good news is, preventing this doesn't require a lot of effort. A crossbody bag that sits in front of you is one of the best defenses. Always keep the zippers facing your body, not the crowd. If you're seated, loop the strap around your armrest or even keep a hand resting on it. These little actions may seem small, but they make a thief's job nearly impossible. Point 4. The boarding gate scam. Now, many people think that once they've made it to the boarding gate, the hard part is over. You've checked in, you've gone through security, and you're finally waiting for your flight. It feels safe. But sadly, this is another spot where thieves are watching closely. The boarding gate is full of distractions, people grabbing snacks, making quick phone calls, or running to the restroom before boarding begins. And that's when thieves make their move. I can't tell you how many times I've seen travelers, especially seniors, leave their bag or jacket on the seat beside them while they step away for just a moment. It feels harmless because the area is crowded and supervised. But here's the reality, crowded areas actually make it easier for thieves. All it takes is a few seconds for someone to sit down next to your belongings, act like they're waiting for their flight, and quietly slip something out of your bag. By the time you return, they're gone, and so is your peace of mind. The best protection here is very simple: never leave your belongings unattended, not even for a quick trip to the bathroom or snack counter. It might feel inconvenient to carry everything with you, but that small effort is worth avoiding the heartbreak of losing something important. At the gate, think of your bags and documents as part of you. If you stand up, they stand up with you. It's that mindset that keeps thieves from getting the chance they're hoping for. Point 5. Overpacking wallets and purses. One mistake many seniors don't realize they're making is carrying too much in one purse or wallet. I understand why. It feels easier to keep everything in one place. Credit cards, cash, ID cards, insurance papers, even medications often end up all packed together. But while it feels convenient for us, to a thief it looks like a jackpot. Thieves are skilled at spotting bulky wallets or purses that look heavy and overstuffed. To them, it's like a flashing sign saying, "This bag has something valuable." And if they manage to get their hands on it, you don't just lose a few dollars, you lose everything at once. That can mean a canceled trip, hours spent replacing documents, or worse, the stress of losing medication you might really need. Overpacking also makes it harder to react quickly. If your purse is heavy and awkward, and someone tugs at it, you may not be able to pull it back right away. That split second is all a thief needs. The smart solution is to simplify. Before leaving home, decide what you truly need for that part of your journey. Maybe just one credit card, some cash, and your ID are enough until you get settled. Keep other cards, large amounts of cash, or extra documents locked in your hotel safe or another secure spot. The lighter and smaller your bag, the less appealing you are to a thief. Travel light, travel smart, that's one of the simplest ways to stay a step ahead. Point 6. The phone obsession. Let's be honest, our phones have become almost like lifelines. They hold our flight details, hotel information, phone numbers, even our boarding passes. And of course, they keep us connected to our families. But in airports, being glued to a phone can also make us an easy target. I've seen it time and again, travelers so focused on texting, scrolling, or checking emails that they don't notice someone slipping a hand into their bag. Thieves love these moments because they know exactly where to look. While your eyes are locked on the screen, they're watching you. They notice when your bag is slightly open, when your wallet is peeking out, or when you set your phone down for just a second. And before you realize it, something important is gone. For seniors, the risk is even greater because thieves assume we'll be slower to react if something feels off. They count on us being polite, not making a scene, or simply not noticing in time. But that doesn't have to be the case. The best way to protect yourself is to limit phone use when you're moving through busy areas like security lines, boarding gates, or baggage claim. If you need to check messages, find a quieter corner or sit down on a bench where you can keep your belongings close and your eyes up. Think of your phone as both a tool and a distraction. It can help you travel, but it can also expose you if you're not careful. Point 7. The hidden pocket myth. Many seniors feel a sense of comfort when they use hidden pockets or money belts while traveling. It feels smart, almost like you've outwitted the thieves. And to some extent, these tools are useful. But here's the truth many people don't realize: thieves know about them too. They've been around airports long enough to know exactly where travelers like to hide things. I once saw a man at an airport patting his jacket pocket, double-checking his hidden spot. To him, that felt secure. But in that moment, he was basically showing everyone nearby exactly where his valuables were. A thief brushed against him just minutes later and slipped something from his bag while he was distracted. That hidden pocket didn't protect him, it gave him a false sense of security. Now, don't get me wrong, money belts and hidden pockets can still be part of your plan. But they should never be your only line of defense. If you rely solely on them, you might let your guard down, and that's what thieves are waiting for. Here's what works best: layer your security. Keep important items like your passport, ID, and one credit card in a money belt under your clothes. But also carry a small bag in front of you for the things you need to access quickly. And whenever you take something out, put it back right away. The goal is to stay discreet and organized so there's never a moment when a thief can take advantage. Point 9. Too friendly seating areas. Airports can be exhausting, and when you finally find a seat, it feels like a little relief. You sit down, maybe stretch your legs, check your phone, or just enjoy a moment of rest. But here's the thing: seating areas are another favorite hunting ground for thieves. Why? Because people relax there, and when we relax, we let our guard down. I've seen many seniors set their shopping bags on the floor, drape a purse over the back of a chair, or place belongings on the empty seat beside them. It feels natural, especially if you're right there keeping an eye on it. But thieves are smart. They watch from a distance, waiting for that moment when you look away, maybe to stretch, answer a phone call, or chat with a fellow traveler. In just a second, a bag can be lifted, or something small can be slipped out without you noticing. The safest habit is to always keep your belongings physically connected to you. Rest your purse or bag on your lap, or loop the strap around your arm or chair leg so it can't be taken easily. If you're carrying shopping bags, tuck them between your feet instead of leaving them to the side. And never place valuables behind you where you can't see them. Point 10. The identity theft risk. Now, this last mistake is one that can cause more damage than all the others combined, and many travelers don't even think about it, leaving personal documents visible. Things like your passport, boarding pass, or even an ID card may seem harmless when left out for a moment. But in today's world, a thief doesn't need to steal the whole document to hurt you. All they need is a quick photo, and in seconds, they can have your full name, date of birth, passport number, or even credit card details. That's enough for identity theft, which can follow you long after your trip is over. I once saw a senior traveler set his passport down on the tray table while he reached for his coffee. In less than a minute, someone nearby snapped a picture and walked away. That person still had their passport physically, but the information was already stolen. And unlike losing a wallet, where you can cancel cards and move on, identity theft can ruin credit, delay travel, and cause stress for months. The best habit here is very simple: treat your documents like treasure. Keep them in one zipped compartment, take them out only when absolutely necessary, and put them back immediately. A slim crossbody bag or a money belt is perfect for this. Never leave your documents on a chair, in a pocket where they stick out, or sitting on a counter. Protecting your identity is protecting your future peace of mind. One small habit can save you from a very big problem. My dear friends, we've gone through 10 of the most common tricks that airport thieves use, and I hope you see a clear pattern by now. These people are not looking for a fight. They don't want to struggle or get caught. What they want is an easy opportunity, a moment when someone is distracted, trusting, or unaware. And too often, they look at seniors, thinking we will be the easiest to fool. But that doesn't have to be the case. I want you to remember this: being older is not a weakness. In fact, it can be a strength. We've lived long enough to know how the world works. We know the value of paying attention, trusting our instincts, and taking care of ourselves. Thieves may underestimate us, but with the right awareness, we can outsmart them every time. So the next time you travel, carry these lessons with you. Stay alert, stay calm, and protect what matters most. And if you've ever had a close call while traveling, I'd love for you to share your story in the comments. Your experience could be the very thing that helps another senior avoid becoming a victim.